right, Lakers Nation, we are entering a critical offseason, and the stakes just got raised. LeBron James has sent a clear message, and a shocking new development on the free agent market could provide the Lakers with the exact opportunity they need. LeBron puts the pressure on. First, let's talk about LeBron. When he hypothetically picked up his $52.6 million player option on Sunday, it wasn't just a simple transaction. It came with a message delivered via his agent, Rich Paul, to ESPN. Paul said, LeBron wants to compete for a championship. He wants to make every season he has left worthwhile. And the Lakers understand that, support that, and want what's best for him. Let's translate the agent speak. You need to make serious upgrades now, or I will ask for a trade to contender. By opting in, LeBron gets his massive payday and now has the power to direct a trade to a destination his choosing, as very few teams have the cap space to sign him outright. The 40-year-old superstar knows time is running out, and he's demanding a roster that can win another title. A golden opportunity. Deandre Ayton hits the market. Just as this pressure from LeBron intensifies, a bombshell hypothetical report has dropped. The Portland Trail Blazers and center Deandre Ayton are reportedly finalizing a buyout agreement, which would make Ayton an unrestricted free agent. While shocking at first glance, this move is logical for Portland. Ayton was entering the final year of his contract, and with the Blazers drafting centers in the last 2 first rounds, his future there was uncertain. Does Ayton make sense to the Lakers? For Los Angeles, this is a potential game changer. The fit. The 26-year-old former number 1 overall pick will be the Lakers' immediate, no questions asked starting center, filling their biggest roster hole. The pros. Ayton is a quality rebounder, 10.5 career average, and a reliable scorer, 16.7 points, who provides a strong interior defensive presence. The cons. He's not a perfect player. His performance and effort level can be inconsistent. The verdict. Is he the perfect theoretical big man to pair with LeBron and Luka Doncic? Probably not. But given that the Lakers could potentially sign him outright without giving up any trade assets, is he the best available option for them right now? That's a resounding yes. Putting the financial puzzle together. So, how could the Lakers, a team with tight salary cap restrictions, actually pull this off? It's complicated, but there's a path. The cap situation. The Lakers are hard capped at the second apron, but they are currently almost $20 million below the first apron. The main tool. This gives them access to the non-taxpayer mid-level exception, NTMLE, worth about $14.1 million. The complication. The Lakers also want to re-sign forward Dorian Finney-Smith, who is an unrestricted free agent and can command $12 to $15 million per year. They can't use a full MLE on Ayton and also re-sign Finney-Smith without exceeding the first apron, which they are not allowed to do. The proposed solution. A prove-it deal. Here's the clever workaround. The Lakers could approach Ayton with a unique pitch. Sign a 1-year deal for a portion of the MLE. For example, $5 million. The pitch to Ayton. Come to LA, play on the biggest stage alongside LeBron and Luka, rebuild your value, and hit the market again next year for a massive long-term contract. The benefit for the Lakers. This would leave them enough room under the first apron to use their bird rights to re-sign Dorian Finney-Smith. It gives them the center they need now while maintaining future flexibility for when LeBron eventually retires. The new-look Lakers roster. If they pull this off, the team would look significantly deeper. Projected starting 5. PG, Luka Doncic. SG, Austin Reeves. SF, LeBron James. PF, Rui Hachimura. C, Deandre Ayton. Key rotation players. Dorian Finney-Smith, Dalton Knecht, Gabe Vincent, Maxi Kleber, and Jared Vanderbilt. While this team still seems 1 or 2 trades away from being truly dangerous, it's a massive upgrade that solves their most immediate problem. As the article concludes, any further moves are a problem for the trade deadline Lakers, not the offseason Lakers. Questions for the fans. Is signing Deandre Ayton on a cheap, 1-year, prove-it deal the best possible move for the Lakers this offseason? Would that starting 5 and bench be enough to satisfy LeBron and make the Lakers a true title contender? What do you think of the proposed solution to the team's financial puzzle? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Buy or sell? LeBron James actually wants a trade from the Los Angeles Lakers. Big and unexpected. NBA news hit the internet on Sunday when ESPN's Shams Charania reported that LeBron James will opt into the final year of his contract. But that wasn't the most notable part of the report. LeBron's agent, Rich Paul, really got the party started with his immediate response. Is LeBron really considering a trade from the league's most famous and glamorous franchise, where his son plays? Is the Los Angeles Lakers organization thinking about adding players closer to Luka Doncic's age for a timeline realignment? The Bleacher Report NBA staff broke down the possibilities below, giving each angle to buy or sell treatment. Is this just a leverage play? From LA's perspective, you can argue that trading LeBron is a good option. LeBron and Luka have overlapping roles and positions. Trading LeBron could bring back several useful players to feature alongside Luka. Plus, team building will be more complicated when two players are earning over $45 million next season. From LeBron's perspective, it could also make sense. Maybe the team is already signaling its desire to be more Doncic-centric. Maybe LeBron is eyeing another return to Cleveland. Or maybe there's some other contender he sees as being closer than Los Angeles. LeBron has already shown he has no problem leaving a team when another gives him a better chance to win a title. Over the years, though, James has also subtly, and sometimes not so subtly, pressured his team's front office to make immediate changes or align the organization with his personal goals. In this case, maybe that means trading for a useful veteran with the remaining draft capital. Maybe it means prioritizing a floor spacing player, always important in a LeBron-led offense, over the addition of a big man, always important in a Luka-led offense. Whatever the case, this feels more like a leverage play than the precursor to an actual trade, though the latter seems more likely than ever. Verdict: sell. Andy Bailey. Are the Lakers and LeBron at a crossroads? LeBron has every reason to stay with the Lakers. Bronny James, his son, also wears purple and gold. He has said he wants to retire as a Laker. Still, exercising his player option instead of securing additional security is telling. Becoming a free agent, in theory, would have put more pressure on the Lakers. This all feels more like a response to what contract negotiations might have been. Maybe the Lakers wanted LeBron to take less, or for him to concede his no-trade clause if he entered free agency. Maybe they used the words rebuild and future too often during their regular season exit interview, which led to Rich Paul's latest comments. Whatever happened, it seems the Lakers made it clear that they and LeBron were at a sore crossroads. And now, LeBron is responding by trying to exert power over his next destination. That's the only reason it makes sense for him to opt in and for Paul to make his thanks for the memories, style feelings public. Any team that would truly interest LeBron wouldn't have the cap space to sign him outright. And if he wanted to stay with the Lakers, why opt in for 1 year instead of signing a multi-season deal? Verdict by Dan Favale. Are the Lakers orbiting around Luka? James is no stranger to leverage game. He just hasn't played in a while. James, until now, has practiced far more patience in Hollywood than he did in Cleveland, where he constantly reminded the front office that he could leave at any moment by signing a series of one-and-one deals. Things have been different in Los Angeles so far, but James's patience may be wearing thin. Trading Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic made sense for the Lakers, but it left James with an awkward-fitting star who seemingly took the top spot in the franchise hierarchy upon arrival. The Lakers, by all accounts, are orbiting around Doncic now. They will evaluate any roster move primarily on the potential impact it will have on him, as the 26-year-old has a much wider window of opportunity than the 40-year-old James. That's what all this commotion is about. It's an attempt by James to keep the focus on the present as much as possible. It's a plea for the organization to cash in every trade chip it has to fill the hole at center, address the defensive needs of this perimeter group, and patch up enough flaws to give this group a realistic shot at next season's title. However, this isn't a sign that James suddenly wants out. He has family and business ties to Los Angeles, plus a clear affinity for the franchise. And, oh yeah, his son, Bronny James, literally plays for the Lakers. In reality, James doesn't want to leave any of that behind. He just wants the organization to go as all in as he is on immediate success. Verdict: selling mostly Zach Buckley.